Hello everyone, welcome to switispeaks official YouTube channel. Today we are going to solve another problem in system verilog. This is a coding problem. Here is the problem statement. I need to delete the odd numbers inside my queue. Let me explain. Q is a data type in system verilog. In case you don't know what Q is, we have covered it in system verilog tutorial series. You can go and understand. In my case, my queue consists of certain elements, and these elements can be either odd or even numbers. I need to delete all the odd numbers and retain the even numbers. Let's understand this code. I have multiple tasks in my code. The first task is simply printing the queue. If you can see, I am looping through the queue. Whatever the queue size is, I am looping through it and I am printing each and every element one by one. There is a for loop which is looping through the queue. And how do I know how many elements are there in the queue? Queue has an inbuilt method size which will tell you how many elements are there in the queue. And this is our important task, delete odd, wherein we have the logic to delete the odd numbers. If you see here, again I am looping through the queue and I am checking whether the element of the queue, particular element of the queue, is not equal to 0. Mod of this particular element in the queue should not be equal to 0. If it is equal to 0, it means it's even. It's completely divisible by 2. That means it's even number. I want odd numbers to be deleted. That's why I am doing whatever element is there, mod of 2 is not equal to 0, which means it will separate out the odd element, and then that particular element I need to delete from the queue. For that we use delete method. Until here, everybody solves it correctly. Now, this is the tricky part. As soon as you delete the element in the queue, the size of queue needs to decrease by 1. If you are deleting anything, if you have entered this if loop, it means you have spotted a odd element. You are deleting it, you need to decrease the size of the queue. If you don't decrease, the problem will be you are not decreasing the size of the queue and you are trying to loop through again and again. It will not delete all the odd elements. I can show you by removing this line later, but for now you understand a very simple logic. If you are deleting one element, the size of queue is decreasing. That's why I need to do I minus minus. Here I is the size of the queue. And then I have my initial block wherein I am first calling the print method wherein I am printing the elements before deleting. Then I am calling the delete method and I am displaying the elements after deleting. I am expecting that all the odd elements should be deleted and only even elements should be there in the queue. Let's see my output. Here you can see I have displayed the queue before deleting wherein it's displaying each element one by one, and later on it's deleting the element and it's printing which element I am deleting because I have added this print inside my delete method. So whatever element it deletes, it prints that element, and then after deleting it prints whatever elements are left in the queue, and you can see only the even elements are left, odd elements are not left. Now let's see what happens if I don't put this line. Let's try to run it. Now here what happened, first understand that, then we will analyze the output. Here what happened is you have deleted the element but not decreased the queue size. It means even though I am deleting the elements, the size of the queue remains same. Now let's understand what's happening. I was expecting the odd element to be deleted. Now here if you see, say 17 is an odd element. I have deleted it here. I have deleted it. It means after this deletion operation, the queue doesn't start from 7. The queue starts from 8, not from 7. Not from 17, sorry. Because 17 I have deleted, right? I have deleted 17. That's how it should be. And it should start from 8, right? However, I'm not decreasing the size of the queue. What happens if I'm not decreasing the size, though it is decreased by 1? Actually, it is decreased by 1, but I'm still trying to loop through it, right? So, what will happen after deleting 17? Your queue is like 8, 0. Let me print like this 8, and whatever other elements are there, the queue is like this, right? So, now again, your I was 0 is covered, right? Now your I is 1. So at 1 it will go to this 0. It will not even consider 8. Okay, it went to 0. Now 0 is not an odd number, so it will be retained. The queue size will not be decreased. Then it went to 3. Now what happened? 3 is an odd number. It will get deleted, but you are still not. See, it got deleted. However, you are still not decreasing the queue size. So even this 8 will actually be skipped. Even if it was odd, it will not be deleted. Then it went to 7. 7, what happened? 7 was an odd number. So I have deleted it. Right? I have deleted it here. And then again, after that, the loop went here. It did not even consider 9. So even though 9 is odd, you can see it's not deleted from the queue. Why? Because it is skipped. The size of the queue is decreased, but I have not decreased I. That is the problem. That's why sometimes the odd elements will also be retained if you don't do this. This was the most tricky part in this code. I hope you have understood what I said. And sometimes the questions appear very simple, but there is definitely a tricky part. So what you need to do, whatever code you are writing, you try to understand with like this example which I showed you. Is it really working? You can try to understand and you will know if you have coded correctly or not. I hope this is clear to you. If anyone asks you how to delete odd numbers from the queue or even numbers from the queue, you can solve both the questions. For even numbers, here instead of not, it will be equal to 0. Now you can try to practice this by yourselves. Take some other elements in the queue and try to do this for even numbers also. I hope you will be able to solve it all.